Going second, playing Shenhemo for the first time in a very hot minute. This hand isn't too bad. Hopefully I can get some way to reduce the spear cost. Okay, I can't. I'm just drawing all my weapons here and none of the tech to actually use the weapons. Based on what my opponent's playing, I'm kind of worried here. I need to go a little bit faster than I think what I would normally on this deck. Okay. If I can snipe Emily, that's absolutely premium, because without Emily, the Kanish, like, the strategy basically is that Kanish applies Dendro with his prepare skill, and then when you prepare that, you get a burning, and then Emily triggers from the burning. Okay. They have to play this carefully though, because Shenhe R1 with a weapon does actually do a whole lot of damage. Okay, they're gonna swap. So I'm gonna tune the Lithic Spear. And I'm gonna tune... But I just want a normal attack here. No, hang on. It's awkward, but I'm going to just go with Gladiators. Hit them again. Okay. End on Farazan is an awkward situation. I think I maybe just want to let Shenhe take the damage here just so that I can get burst off. Because if I get burst off, then any reduction for the second Moon Piercer, then I maybe just solo with Zhao. Yeah. So we'll have Shenhe burst with one singular quill. And maybe that'll get us there. Okay, that's actually really, really good for me. I'm going to... Not a lot of draw, but... Yeah, I was hoping to use Farazan here because Farazan with Shenhe does actually deal a lot of damage that normally would not be dealt. Okay. Hit them here. No fast swaps either is kind of awkward. But given the bad die situation, it could be worse. Okay, replay here. Actually a very, very good opportunity. Because now I'm going to just reskill here for 5. Okay. I might just die to Kanishia, which is kind of the situation I wanted to avoid. I'm running out of weapons. Okay. So who do I value more here? I think I value... I don't think I can get another skill off. I think Farazan is going to be the premium one to drop here. Okay. Hold. I can ideally kill Liney here, and then they don't get a burning reaction legitimately ever again. Okay. Am I going to do this? I've got 4 draws. 2 from end of turn, 2 from Liban. Okay, here's the new Anemo Resonance. Okay, new Anemo Resonance puts Emily on 3. We have all the setup in the world, and now I just need to show it off if I don't get screwed over by dice. Okay, so now... Let's see. 1 here. 1 here. Hit a weapon. It's the bow. Okay. 1 here. Weapon for free. Anemo Resonance. And now for 1 dice, they'll never get a burning again. And they're in the awkward situation now that they can't exactly do anything to stop us here. Yes, they can burst, but they'll never get burning. And I think now that I've gotten Liney down, they're kind of crippled in their game plan. I would have liked a Gamblers here, but I'll also take not having one. Yeah. The great thing is that we do get a normal attack here, and then the end of turn summon. Yeah. So one of the things I love about Shenhemo or Leeway Armory decks is that you kind of get your opponent into a position where they don't know what to do because they can't protect their off-field characters. Yeah, I'm actually, you know what, this first game went really well. We did what we wanted to do. I got to show off the new Anemo Resonance, and we kind of just got there. I would have liked 1 more dice just to kind of sort of, how do I put this? I would have liked one more dice to get the burst, but that would just be greedy. Going first in the second game, especially considering that I'm up against stall, is kind of really good. I'm just hoping I draw a way to discount this weapon over here. Okay, I don't. Thankfully, they don't have any cleansers. But that doesn't leave us in a very good situation either. Okay, I'm going to open Shenhemo because that's kind of what you always want to do. Not having freeze, if you're playing Liber Armor, you would have it, but not having freeze in the Shenhemo Anemo deck kind of hurts you for your stall and your mid-range matches, and I think that's why Armory is a little bit more popular at the moment. Okay. Starting on Nouvelette is a really interesting move in my opinion. Okay. Draw here. Okay, we do get a way to discount the weapon. Okay, hit again. So, there's an interesting line here where I can go Unseen Razor, replay the spear, deal some more damage, or I can go and then go for a normal attack afterwards. Yeah. That seems pretty decent in my opinion. Okay, hit them for 4. There is also a chance that we just have the damage that we need. Okay. Sneak in a normal attack here. Hit them for 3. Are they going to just skill again? Question. Next turn, we're in a really good situation, especially if we draw a weapon and... I can never remember the 1-cost companion that makes your weapons cost less, but we'll be in a really good position since we've got the Foss Swap, the Burst, and then the Swirl. I think I'm going to go to Farazan because I really want this to be a good thing. Okay. If they've got a Foss Swap, they do just freeze us here. And I guess that is always just a concern. Okay, I'm going to keep this. If they don't have Foss Swap, I love life. If they have Foss Swap, things get a little bit more difficult. Okay, they don't have the Foss Swap. Okay, hit for 3 here. Unfortunately, no gamblers. But Sijuin is in an awkward position that she can't actually swap off here. Okay. Are they going to go to Charlotte? Okay. Contain Resonance. Burst, right? If they go for a burst, I wonder if I actually want to go for anything other here. Okay, our opponent is getting their setup going. Wait, which is Ikmos? Ikmos is the one that you choose stuff. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay. Just to make sure that they can't swap off here. This is going to be awkward and I'm going to have to double tune. Okay, so I either get a normal attack off here and do the swirling next turn. That's probably the correct way to do it. Ikmo costs... How much to do technique again? 1. This isn't exactly what I want to be doing, but it's fine. There is a way I don't waste any dice here, and then I do just Foss Swap, because it's the next time... I'm not actually sure how this works. So I've played this deck enough, but I'm not sure if this is a separate line of text than what this is. So I suppose now is a really good time to actually test it. Okay, because we use the Foss Swap aspect now. And now we enter. Do we keep this? The next swirl we do. Because if we do, we're in a really good situation here. Because we're going -4, -4, -3. Okay, we do keep it. That's really relevant information moving forward, actually. Okay, get rid of everything. Hopefully hit some Anemo dice. Not the best rolls, but before I do anything, hopefully we hit a Wagner here. Okay, we do hit a Wagner. Okay, do we get a weapon for Farazan? Oh, Beautiful. Okay. Now we're skillful 1 here. 11 damage, 1 dice. We're almost on rate with Kachina. In fact, we're actually way above rate for Kachina. Okay. Now the awkward thing though is if they don't swap, we don't get another swirl. But do I care about that? Because the physical damage is going to be boosted from here. Yeah. I don't get the kill. But I can reset Icy Quills here. I don't know where that actually gets me. Okay, what food are they eating? Mystic Soup is always so weird, but it's such a good thing. Okay. So I can force them to end here. Hit again. Don't use the Manifest Gale, which is incredibly important here. Okay, and because this is generated as Anemo, we just hit them one more time. Unfortunately, I don't get a Gambler's Earring trigger. Okay. Fontaine Resonance. No. Okay, just end turn. Egg is interesting. If they get a cleanse here, I'm kind of worried. Okay, I get damage dealt. That's fine. But they didn't get the cleanse. Now I can move to Zhao. I don't have any swirl damage buff. I can't move to Shenhai yet. I need to move to Zhao and then just try and clean up as much as I can with him. Okay. Countdown to the show. Our opponent can very easily misplay this over here. Yeah. I always think the bubble cleanses because it applies Hydro to the active character, but I always forget that it's not exactly how that works. Yeah. The way my opponent can fumble here is that I can just get an opportunity to reset up on Shenhe. Okay. Moving to Zhao, get him to have the cryo is not a situation I want to be in, but it's a situation I think I'm going to have to be comfortable being in. I'm going to tune here, do a skill, swap, ramp, maybe. When he takes -1, -1. This could end up being an exceptionally long game. Okay, so they're not going for it. That's kind of interesting in my book. They're probably going to try and run us out, right? Oh. Okay, that makes sense. If they're playing a shatter game plan, that makes sense. -1, -1. I still can't switch to Shenhe unless I get a Foss Swap, which is a little bit too awkward. Okay. I'm under no threat going back to Farazan here, so I'm just going to ramp up, hit Farazan Burst at the start of next turn. They'll probably KO in response, and then I go to Shenhe, do a Shenhe thing. Okay, they will KO in response. This is actually a situation I'm actually really happy with this one now, because they have to swap and take a swirl, or they KO. I get to Shenhe for free, and then I KO. Well, I don't KO, but I get a nice situation. Oh, okay. I'm really happy with this turn. I've got the Foss Swap, so they kill here. Right. I go here. Hit them with Shenhe. I would have liked to get the burst up, but unfortunately no. Okay. Hit them with a Shenhe skill. I would have liked that Gamblers, but unfortunately I had to use it. Okay, how are you going to do this, opponent? They're going to go some selecting. Okay. Heal neutral, unfortunately, because I had the Bond of Life. Okay, what are you doing, opponent? Okay, 5 is out of range, but... Okay, now we get a Foss Swap here. Play Moonpiercer. Skill for 1. I'm not sure how they get out of this one, but they maybe do potentially have an out, because if they... Well, yeah, no, it doesn't matter what they do. Because I'm going to end on Shenhe and just do Shenhe Burst. That should take out 2 characters. Because unfortunately... Oh. Are they just offering the... Okay. Not sure why they put Nouvelette there. Egg? Okay. I'm wondering what my opponent's up to, because... Yes, I don't have icicles, but... Yeah, opponent, what are you doing here? I deal a lot of raw damage just with Zhao. So now here's the thing is, I wonder if I keep the cryo dice, because if I can get rid of Charlotte, then Shenhe is never under risk of being frozen. It's so risky to keep them here, so I think I'll just keep 2. Okay, I'll apparently be keeping 3. Okay, my normal attacks do deal Anemo, which is incredibly important. Maybe they're going on the game plan of sacking here, having Nouvelette clean up the rest. Stall gives you a lot of chances to misplay. Okay. I mean, the ideal line here for me is just Zhao normal. Zhao normal or Zhao skill here. Okay, heal up. Zhao skill. Zhao skill. Are they going to attack me? If they do, I still end up in the very nice position of going back over to Shenhe. If they swap, then I swill. If they don't swap and attack me, then I move back over to Shenhe and get rid of the freeze threat. My opponent's in a very tricky situation. Okay. They have to heal out of 5 because otherwise, do they not know if I have 3 Anemo or not? Oh, okay. Do I go for this? Or do I go for the swill threat rather? I think I'll go for the normal, right? Go for the normal. Move here.
I will do as you command.
Get an attack off here. Now even if they freeze here, I'm fine. Though let me not use that. Fortress of Meripede is kind of messing me up on the swaps here, but I'm also fine with that. I've got Zhao Burst up, which should be dealing 6, I believe, considering that I've got weapon. Okay, it's fine. I'm not going to keep any cryo dice here because Shenhe is getting frozen and I've got no way to unfreeze her unless they go for a shatter. Okay. There is the unfortunate thing where they can freeze lock me here, and I need to be very, very, very careful of that. So maybe I go Anemo Resonance just to burn the Meripede and then draw. Okay, heal up, heal up. Heal to 4. Thankfully, Nuve has nothing on him. Okay. Anemo Res. Draw. I want to hit the other Anemo Res here. Okay, unfortunately not. They're still in a really bad position because I can get 3 attacks off here. I can burst skill normal attack since the Meripede is gone. Normal attack with Covenant. Okay. Unfortunately, this doesn't get them out of the range. Okay, hit them again. I need to be very, very careful on how I do this. Okay. Now I go normal attack. This is pretty much over for my opponents. Okay, then we go Covenant, Gladiators, and hit them for 4 again. Very, very well played from our opponent, but I think that's another strength that I like about Shenna Anemo. You have this slow mode and this fast mode where you can either play more aggressively when your opponent is on aggro or combo and just threaten their key characters, or you can play at a slower, more calculated game plan and sort of just do what I did there and get rid of Soul. So anyways, hope you all enjoyed the video, and I will see you all for the next one.